Leave your door open, I wanna come over. The night is only young.
Melanie C, Matt Cardle, hello and welcome to the MSN studio. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
First things first, congratulations on the single. It's done, well, it's doing really well. Lots of buzz, lots of airplay. The buzz in no small part due to a certain kiss in the video. I'm sure you're heartily sick about answering questions about this already, but kind of asking for it with doing that. Was it spontaneous or whose idea was that to do that?
It was Johnny Knight, the director of the video. It was written into his treatment. And, I didn't have to think for more than a few seconds about whether I wanted to do it or not. Sure. And, I think it was the right thing to do in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we felt, when we were writing the song, it was actually probably a bit cleaner than it.
It's so much cleaner than it was going to be, yeah. It's
quite dirty. I came in to clean the song up because Matt's filthy. Yeah. And
I could try to run away from the truth.
You very tastefully recreated it on stage, didn't you?
That was very
tasteful. Was that spontaneous, or did you think, come on, we'll get stuff in the papers now?
We did. Well, you know what? It's not a case of getting it in the papers. We've got... that helps, but we've got such wonderful fans, and that it's created such a little buzz on Twitter, and we just thought, let's just give it.
And we were there, and all the boys at GAY were like, "Yay!" And there's Jeremy, and it was just, it was fun,
Matt, obviously you're 30 now, but I'm doing a little bit of maths. You'd have been 13 when Wannabe came out.
Yeah,
which is a very interesting time in any young man's life, isn't it? So I'm sure you were very, very aware of who Mel was. But if I'd gone back in the time machine to 13-year-old Matt and said you'd be kissing her in a video. I would have
asked you what the hell had happened to my life and how I've become so lucky, and how we even bumped into each other in the first place. We've been having a laugh saying I've been planning it for since I was 13.
Yeah,
not that long ago. But no, I've been a huge fan of Mel. Especially the solo stuff, Northern Star, the duets with Lisa Left Eye and Brian. It's just to be able to work with.
A legend.
Incredible, an absolute legend.
Actually, you mentioned the duet with Brian. I was going to mention that as well, because this is slightly familiar territory for you, isn't it? Doing a duet with a sort of hairy but sensitive kind of rocker type. Did it feel familiar? Did it take you back to '98 doing that?
Yeah, I've thought a lot about Brian recently. I think a lot about Brian anyway. But one of the things about being lucky enough to do duets with other artists and to have success and it be great work is you're frightened of being able to do it again. Yeah. So that was my only reluctance. I just thought, God, it would be great to do something, but you never know whether it's going to work out. So it's just been amazing, because we've just, from the word go, it's come together so quickly as well. This was literally, when did you play Union Chapel? In March?
Yeah.
So it was only like March this year when we started talking about working together. My door is open, come on over.
You've been slightly purged from history. You're not in the kind of new promo video and so on. The question is, does it bother you? And do you have any idea why that's happened?
It's a shame, for the people who voted. I think it's a shame because a lot of people voted, for me to win that year. And if they're following it up and they're watching the mashups and I'm not there, then I feel bad for them if they wanted to see it. But apart, as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay. It's like I'm doing my own thing. I've got lots to be doing with my own videos. You know what I mean? But I don't know what I've done wrong. Maybe forgot to send someone a card, or I don't know. I think the X Factor, the X Factor thing is strange because I think all the mystery disappears in a heartbeat with anyone on that show. It's like when Tom Odell comes around and he's so hot and he's so hot at the moment, as in I don't fancy the guy, but he is hot at what's going on with Tom Odell. But you don't know anything about him. His songs, and it's a bit of a mystery. You're like, oh, okay, X Factor. You're like, here's my mum, here's my dad, here's my dog. I'm 27. I've lived here all my life. Anything else you want to know? You just open yourself wide. But it's good to know that what you saw on the show was me. But apart from the music, you don't really go into the music. It's just the personality, and I think that giving away of the personality is part of the problem.
Yeah, but of course, that's just symptomatic of the kind of era we're in as well, with things like Twitter and stuff. Fans expect to know everything about you, don't they? And to have that kind of level of communication.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like that in the Spice Girls era, was it?
Absolutely not. People didn't have internet.
Yeah.
It was a very long time.
Back in the olden days. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really different. And even like the tabloids, there was, you know, of course we had the red tops, but wasn't all these magazines on the shelves, your Closers and your Nows and your Star and all that stuff. So it was extremely different. And I kind of feel for younger artists now, just being exposed so much so quickly.
I'm loving, loving, loving you. Baby, I'm loving, loving, loving you.